Let me tell you just a second for a minute. For those of you who don't know, perhaps this was your first event, just a word about Bello Machre. If you don't know it, Bello Machre, they had a naming contest 40-some years ago when Bello Machre was started. And Bello Machre is allegedly Gaelic for home of my heart, although I've never met anyone who spoke Gaelic, so we can't prove otherwise. And that's what it's all about, providing a home, not just for a week or a weekend, but for a lifetime, either in our homes or in the homes of those families whose sons, daughters, brothers, sisters who we support. Your participation today helped us to really make a difference, not just today, but to make sure that our services are here tomorrow and the next year and the next generation. We're pleased to have this year as our honorary chair, County Executive Steve Shue. Steve has been a supporter of Bello Machre for a long time, and when he was a delegate and we opened our first fully accessible home, Brookwood, a number of years ago, Steve was the one. We invited a bunch of delegates. Steve was the one who showed up. And every time we've had an event of celebration, Steve has been there to offer his support. As a delegate, he helped cut the ribbon on our first accessible home. He was at our grand opening of our brand new Spencer Road home. And he's a champion of for people with developmental disabilities and a great supporter of Bello Machre. We're honored that he accepted the role as our honorary chairperson. Steve?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. It's really an honor and a pleasure to be part of this wonderful. Machre, as all of you know, is such an important part of Anne Arundel County, providing critically important services, especially housing services to those with developmental disabilities. They work so hard every single day. And I'd like to acknowledge first the staff of Bello Machre. Could anybody who is a staff member of Bello Machre please raise your hand? Let's give them a hand. I also would like to acknowledge the sponsors and financial contributors to today's event. Without you, today could not have been the financial success that it has been. We're very close to hitting the $150,000 goal. I think we're going to make it. And if you're a sponsor or a financial supporter of Bello Machre, please raise your hand. Thank you. And then there are competitors, the folks that went out today and ran, biked, walked, whatever you did, you made the effort to come out and sweat and work and demonstrate your commitment to this organization. Thanks for what you did today. Raise your hand if you competed today in any event. Thank you, everybody. And last but not least, I want to talk about the volunteers for a second, the volunteers that help make Bello Machre the organization that it is. I often remind people that government alone will never be able to solve all of humanity's problems. They're too vast. The challenges are too great. Government has to work in partnership with our friends in the nonprofit community. Now, government and our nonprofit friends have something in common. We are both totally and completely reliant on the efforts of volunteers. If you look at county government, everywhere you look, you will see volunteers. They're in our schools, in our libraries, in our healthcare facilities, in our senior centers. They're absolutely everywhere. Same is true in our nonprofit community. The nonprofit community cannot possibly staff up to meet their missions. It's impossible from a financial perspective. They can only achieve their missions because of the work of the volunteers. And that's very true of Bello Machre. So if you're a Bello Machre volunteer, raise your hand, please. Thank you for all that you do. And you know what? We're so fortunate here in Anne Arundel County and in the state of Maryland to have a vast corps of volunteers. Did you know that we have 1.3 million volunteers in Maryland. That's about 28% of our state gives their time and energy in a volunteer capacity to some organization. Those volunteers contributed last year 150 million hours of time and energy, worth $3.5 or $4 billion, depending upon how you count. It's incredible. But guess what? It's not enough. I'm sorry to tell you that, but it's not. And that's because there's so much more work left to do. So if you have a couple extra hours a week to add to your already strong volunteer effort, please add those extra 2 hours. If you have a little bit of extra money in the checking account at the end of the week, please send it to Bello Machre because they'll put it to good use. So thank you again for everything you do, and congratulations on everybody's contribution to this event to make it such a success. Have a great day, and God bless.
Now you had the best time in the men's category,
Yes.
I believe. What was your time?
17:52, 53. I don't really know.
Is that a normal time for you, or?
Yeah, it's about normal. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you do a lot of races like this?
Yeah, I coach over at Serena Park High School cross country. So if I'm not running in a race, I'm coaching in a race.
Unfortunately, I was not here for the race. Tell me a little bit about it. What kind of course was it, and how much?
Relatively flat. There were 60 entries into the race. It was paved, and lots of very chippy volunteers, and a lot of officers from the county police were there to help direct the race, make sure everything went smoothly.
And how are things looking at Serena Park this year? How are you guys gonna do?
Phenomenally. The guys are great. The guys are great runners, dedicated. Someone was telling me they just saw them out yesterday running.
Is the pressure on because the girls won the state championship in lacrosse, or does that you guys worried about that?
Oh, I mean, there's no like inter sport rivalry like that. It's Serena Park wins. Serena Park wins. It's a good day for all the sports.
Are you familiar with Bello Machre?
Oh, my mother's worked here for 25 years. She pushed me during the first walkathon, so been doing this for years.
That's great. And what would you tell people is the most important thing to know about Bello Machre?
That the staff is completely dedicated to the idea of service. I mean, they don't just go to work and then come home. They actually live the idea of supporting and serving the people with developmental disabilities that Bello Machre serves.
And tell me about the clients and all the people that get services from Bello Machre. What are some things that you've learned over the years about them and what they can do? And
so I've volunteered at Bello Machre for years, but I also worked over at Opportunity Builders Inc., where a lot of people from Bello Machre work, and so it's been cool to see, what people can, the cool going to a prom with one of the they set up a prom at one of the, I think it was the Knights Club, and seeing folks there, and then also seeing them at work, being diligent, tackling task after task, rising to the challenge. It was, Yes.
So Russell, I hear you're a pretty outgoing guy, and you got a lot going on. What do you do with Bello Machre?
I live at Bello Machre, and I also go out in the community every day.
Do you like it?
Yes, indeed.
And what kinds of things do you do to work for them? What do you do?
I mow grass. I go to community meetings in the community, and I also go to church weekly.
What's this medal you have here?
It's for that rubber step counts. Because I rode my bike today and everything.
Oh, you rode your bike today?
Yeah.
How was it?
Very good.
You like riding your bike a lot?
Yeah. Right everywhere.
Were you going fast?
Slow.
You were going slow?
Yeah.
So you don't knock anybody over?
Right.
And so tell me about the race. Were there a lot of people there?
Yes, and lots of people having a good time.
And do you think you're going to stay with Bello Machre for a while?
Yep.
Why?
Because it's a good place to be at.
All right. All right. And Becca, did you run today or bike or what did you do?
I walked.
You walked?
Yes.
How was it?
Great.
Yeah, it was fun?
Yeah, it was.
Were there a lot of people out today?
Oh, yeah.
And tell me about why you're here today.
Oh, helping to support Bello Machre and myself, getting services and help on a wonderful organization.
And do you work for Bello Machre?
No, an individual get served. I get served with them.
Okay, what do you do there?
No, I don't work for them.
Right, but I mean, when you go there, what do you do?
Oh, I have a support services provider. She comes to my house.
Okay, what does she do?
She helps me with organization and get things done at home. And takes me to doctor's appointments, shopping. We go to the gym together.
Is she like a good friend too?
Yes, definitely.
That's cool. I got a bug on me.
She's in the building. I have to get over to give them some drinks in just a minute.
Oh, good. Okay. And
Thank you for the interview.
Of course, my pleasure. And Barbie, tell me.
Patricia.
What's that?
I work with Patricia.
Patricia. Okay. And Barbie, did you run today or did you walk? Or,
Walk.
And how was it?
Fine.
Did you finish? Did you finish in an acceptable time?
Yeah.
Yeah. And where do you guys live? Where do you live?
I'm living with her. Right there.
Do you live around here in Arnold? Annapolis?
I gotta go.
Severn.
Severn. Okay. Tell me about Bello Machre and how you're involved with Bello Machre.
Okay, fine.
I gotta go,
Okay.
Tracy. Thank you.
What do you
Tell
like
me
about Bello?
What do you like about Bello?
I still working BI and stuff that.
And who do you work with at Bello Machre? Who's the staff person you work with?
That's my name. What'd you get?
Stage fright.
You what I see.
You remember?
No, I forgot.
Jeanette?
Jeanette.
Jeanette, okay. And what does Jeanette do with you?
Help us cook dinner, just take a shower, stuff that.
Do you like to cook?
No.
No?
Do you help your housemates?
Yeah.
So you don't like to cook, but you cook anyway. Why do you do that?
Come eat.
Because you need to eat. What kind of stuff do you guys make?
Burgers, hot dog, stuff that.
And are you hot? Because I'm hot.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And what about, you live in Severn. You live there with your parents?
Yes.
Okay. Are they here today with you?
No.
Okay, they're at home.
Nothing up there.
Do you live with your parents?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or do you live with me?
Before I'm with my mom, then
Yeah,
with
before
you.
you lived with your parents.
Now with
Now-
you.
Now she lives with me.
Okay, and tell me how that works. Tell me your name first.
My name's Jeanette Fagan.
Okay.
And I'm an FLD for Bello Machre, and she lives in one of our group homes with 3 other
Okay.
residents.
Okay, and tell me about the group home.
Well, we have 4 ladies that live in our house, and they go to work every day, and they come home and they help clean and they help each other, and they help take care of each other. What else do you guys do? We play games, they go bowling. We do outings. We went to Myrtle Beach this year.
Oh, I'm jealous. I want to go to Myrtle Beach.
What did you like best about Myrtle?
And pool.
In the pool.
Yeah, the pool is nice, I bet. The pool will be nice right now.
Yes, it would.
So how is the halfway house the property is owned by Bello Machre?
Yes, it is a Bello Machre house. And we have a 4-bedroom house with 4 ladies that live in it.
And so this event helps pay for housing.
Yes, it does. It helps pay for our expenses and the housing and our food and our vehicles to go and do outings and go on vacations.
Do you know how many group homes Bello Machre has, roughly?
We have 55.
55. Wow. That's amazing.
It is. And they're all throughout the Anne Arundel County and Frederick now.
Great.
Carroll County. We have 1 out in Carroll County. 2 now! Oh, look at that. Oh.
And
So-
who's this gentleman here? How you doing? What's
My
your
name
name?
is Woody Harvey Jr.
Woody?
Yeah,
What's your last name?
Harvey.
Harvey?
Yeah,
Oh, good to meet you, sir.
yeah.
Did you
I
run?
work, I work at OPI.
You work for OPI?
Yeah.
What do you do there?
We do roads. Do roads.
What is it?
Do roads. Green roads.
Oh, okay.
Then we work race farm.
Oh, okay. What, OBI in down the street here?
Yeah.
Okay. And did you run today?
Well,
You
I
walked.
worked
That's
OPI a long time.
Uh-huh.
Long time.
How long?
And I work
How
with a
long?
race farm 6 years.
6 years?
Yeah, 6 years.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
I'm 70. I'll be 72.
72? No.
Yeah.
I thought you were like 40.
Yeah, no, I ain't 40.
72? Wow.
Yeah, I'll be 72 in August.
Very good. Well, I'm glad you walked today.
Yeah.
What do you work with Bello Machre too, or are you involved with them?
I live in Dana.
Okay.
Yeah, I live in Dana.
Oh, very good. Hi, Dana.
Yeah.
How you doing? I'm Dave.
I'm not Dana.
You're not Dana. Where's Dana?
Yeah.
Okay, you're Steve.
Yeah.
Steve?
Cloud.
Nice to meet you, Steve. You want to hold that?
Sure.
All right, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, I live in Bello Machre home, and I got a nice counselor named Dana Lane, and I got another one like Rich. I got Richard, Linda, Jackie, and Dominic.
That's a lot of friends.
Yeah. And I work at Cloverleaf,
What's Cloverleaf?
Veterans Highway.
Okay. And what does Cloverleaf do?
Well, we just sit right now. I gotta get a job, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get this job.
And I got a girlfriend.
Oh, you got a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Where's she at?
She didn't come. She's going home.
Oh.
Her name's Belinda Mooney.
Belinda?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's my fiance.
Your fiance. And what is it? What, tell me about Belinda.
Oh, she's pretty. She's kind. She's cute. She's gorgeous. That's my love life.
Wow. Wow. So wait, so how many roommates do you have?
I got 4.
4 roommates?
I got Woody, Captain David, I got David Peterson, David Woolwine, Woody, and me.
And so you guys are all buddies?
Yeah.
Yeah, you help each other out?
Yeah, and Dana lives downstairs with her son. Name is David Lewis.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any roommates, so that sounds like a lot of fun.
Well, you need one.
Yeah, you're right, I do.
And oh yeah, and I got a buddy named Jake and Charlie and Debbie. They're my guitar guys, but we can't do nothing today.
Oh.
Yeah, they're volunteers. They come to my house and give me guitar lessons.
Awesome. Guitar lessons?
Yeah.
Yeah, you play a little guitar?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then they make me some CDs too.
Cool.
You know, like CDs, you know.
Awesome.
It's hot though.
It is hot, I know. Well, thank you for talking with me. I
Okay.
appreciate it. Good to talk. And I bet you got a bunch of roommates too.
I got roommates Russell Downs and Larry Holston.
Okay. And why are you here today?
Today, I came here late, but I love every step counts.
Yeah. Why is that?
Because it's a good organization. Bello Machre is a good place to live.
And they help people out?
Yes.
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 And so you and your roommates, what do you guys do at your house? What kind of stuff do you guys do?
We go. Me and Russell go to Marley Station Mall and watch movie.
Awesome. Well, thank you for talking with me. I appreciate it, sir.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for coming out. So tell me about what Bello Machre does for you and your parents.
Well, the thing I have is autism. Bello Machre helps pay for my speech therapy services, and otherwise.
And what do you do in speech therapy? What are some of the things you do there?
Some of the things I do in there are talk about things like idioms and inference making, and even working on conversation skills.
Did you say idioms and inference making?
Yes.
Whoa. Whoa, I don't even know how to do idioms and inference making. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and did you run today?
No, I biked.
Oh, you biked?
So did my parents and a few friends of ours.
Oh, cool. So, was it fun?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And you finished, obviously?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how do they help your parents? What does Bello Machre do for your parents?
Well, my parents don't have they're not really as affected as I am.
Obviously, right. But they
still have to. They still have to pay some things.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure it helps them learn how to help you with the speech therapy and all the services that you're doing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, very good to meet you, Connor. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Good luck. How do people get in touch with Bello Machre? Give me the website and phone number.
Our website is www.bellomachre, and that's spelled BELLOMACHRE.org, bellomachre.org, and our phone number is 443-702-3000.
And what was your goal today for fundraising?
$150,000.
And you've already gotten to 100.
Easily.
Wow.
Easily. We're well over that.
And when did you first hold this event? When was the first one?
Gosh, I want to say it was about 25 years ago. It started at the Glen Burnie City Hall, and they went 10 miles. They walked 10 miles. And then it was called the Parade-a-thon, and it was held on Flag Day. And it's just evolved into this great event that we have today.
And how many properties?
So we have 55 homes throughout Maryland. We have two in Carroll County, and we have one that just broke ground in Carroll County. And then we have that would make 52 throughout Anne Arundel County.
Do any of the clients pay like a fee or a registration or something like that?
No, our folks come to us through the DDA, the Developmental Disabilities Administration, that they need help. Their families need help, so they find us through that or through referrals through service coordination. That's how they get to us. It's mostly state funded with Medicare, Medicaid funds helping out, some federal funds as well, and then the great donations that we receive from events like this.
And so the homes are all licensed by the state too? They're
licensed by the OHCQ, which is the Office of Healthcare Quality Control.
That's right.
You're testing me here. And they're all licensed for a group home to serve people with developmental disabilities.
And you have a new property that you just
we usually open three new homes a year. Our homes, we're one of the few providers that have fully accessible, ADA accessible homes in the community. So we have a wheelchair ramp. They're all ADA accessible. We have wider doorways, levered handles. We have barrier-free lift systems to a Jack and Jill bathroom on the first floor. We usually have two folks in wheelchairs, and then the two other folks that can live upstairs that are ambulatory. And it's just, they're beautiful, great homes that provide services for a lifetime. The average age of the folks we serve is 50.
Really?
Yes. So we have, you just met Woody. He's 72. So we provide a lifetime of care. When their family members, their moms and dads or sisters and brothers can't care for them within the family home, then they come to us for help, and they can move into one of our fully accessible homes, and we provide the lifetime for the rest of their life. And before that, then we would serve them in their own home through our support services. You met Becca Lyons. We serve her in her own home. So when there's a time that maybe her mom can't help her, then she can come live with us.
When I did the Week in Review segment, I screwed up because I forgot your last name. So
Okay.
I apologize for
Sure.
that. Could you say and spell
Sure.
your full name for me?
It's Tracy Lynott, TracyLynott.
Okay, I have one more question for you.
Yeah.
So how did you get involved with Bello Machre?
I started as a part-time, 15 hours a week event coordinator, and that was 15 years ago.
Your position now?
Is a development director.
You're the fundraiser.
Yes.
Okay.
And we do the website and all the marketing. Our department has a big job. We do donor relations, website communications, and events.
So you started doing events and you kind of fell in love with it?
I have a communication marketing background, and it's a loving, everyone's valued here. It's just a terrific organization that just does incredible work in the community. So I love it, absolutely love it. They'll have to kick me out.
Great job, obviously you're doing a good job because it's working.
Yeah, it's a fabulous organization.